Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. Let's take a look at the general energy around you at the moment. Of course, any information that you may be looking for to book a personal reading with me or to follow me on my other social medias will be in the description box. I'll try to include it in the comment section as well if you have an issue finding the description box. Also, smash the thumbs up button for me. Lets me know if you do resonate with my videos or if you want to see more coming. And let's jump in and see what's going on. All right, Sagittarius. So you're at a space to where you're wanting to separate completely from personal relationships where it feels like the support isn't genuine, or in you having certain people around you, it's not an asset to you, it's more of a liability, meaning having maybe a friend, family relationship, lover, could be draining you, whether that's financially, emotionally, physically, whatever this may be, and you're having to make a tough decision on getting control over you and your situation or having this person still in your life. And it could be a choice that you really don't want to make, especially since you could really care about this person. This could be a Taurus, this could be an Aries, okay? This could be the person you may have children with, or a father figure, or someone who you just, again, feel very deeply connected to, and in them either constantly asking you for money or in them being in your life, they could just maybe drain you and put you in spaces where you don't really know how to approach conversations with them. Also, if you've been financially going through some things and you've been in a space of not knowing how to get like management over your finances or your situation, you could be getting a handle over being caught up in this I don't know what to do phase and feeling stuck, and proactively looking at ways to fix your situation. Okay, a lot of you have been in this space of being able to point out that yes, you do want to make more money, or yes, you don't really like the work environment that you're in, especially if you do have a boss that seems to communicate in ways that either you don't understand or they could just talk at you instead of talk with you. Let's keep going. What's going on with Sagittarius? Yeah, I see success is on the brain. You really want a business idea to be successful. You really want to be successful in your career endeavors. You could be finishing up school. You could be closing a chapter within your career successfully, or feeling like you've pretty much outgrown that space. And now with you like weighing out the pros and cons when it comes to like potential new career ideas, you could be a little bit frustrated because you don't know if you will be successful, or the amount of, stress that you may have to go through to go to school, or the amount of risk that could be associated with investing in a business could be making you a little antsy. Now, for others of you, your own perception of your situation has been something that's been making it a lot difficult. So whenever I see the Eight of Swords, this talk about us being trapped in our own thoughts or trapped in our own perceptions. So this could be a perception of you only being able to make so much money, or this perception of you only being able to date certain types of people with the same type of energy, or having to constantly play out this loop with a past love interest, for example, or being stuck in certain behavioral patterns that maybe you weren't able to see. And I think as you start to pay attention to what causes you stress or what's causing you anxiety and proactively working on it, you could start to feel a lot better. Some of you could be also finding that stress management may benefit you through like exercising or changing up what you're eating as well. Now, there could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Virgo of significance, but if you've been waiting to get some money paid back to you that was owed to you, you could be receiving it pretty soon. I also see there could be someone that you know that could hook you up with some sort of business opportunity or job opportunity just when you thought that maybe your options were limited, or in the midst of you being anxious, this opportunity is presented to you after maybe expressing how you feel to someone. Let's go a little bit further into career. What's going on with my Sagittarius career and finances? You could be getting some important information over the next couple of days from a job that you've already interviewed for or a job that you've applied to. And you could be on your way to actually getting this job. Now, it could be you and another candidate that you're having to basically go up against for the position. But there may be a job opportunity that is presented to you or a business opportunity. I also see, again, at work, there could be certain people you're around where you got to be mindful of letting them throw you off or them create issues in the workplace, knowing that, you know, they are someone who's always looking for drama or always gossiping or always being away. Being mindful is going to be very important. I also see money management. If money has been moving maybe a little bit slower than you would like to or slower than usual, there could be certain things that you're going to have to cut back on and be mindful in terms of what you're choosing to spend your money on. Now, in regards to love for you, Sagittarius. So for my singles, you've decided to take a break from dating altogether to focus on other things like making more money, starting new chapters in your life in terms of personal fitness or personal development. Sorry, those two words got mixed together. But for others of you, maybe your perception around love isn't the most positive. You could have this defeatist mindset around what's possible in the realm of love. Is it possible that I could start fresh and meet someone who's actually a viable candidate? That could be a big question for you. And for some of you, don't really believe this to be true. So you could either be not dating because you feel like it may be safer, or some of you could be dating somebody, but more so in a friends with benefits dynamic, okay, or interested in someone. But make sure your disappointment or your belief of being disappointed in the future because of what you've been through, past tense, be careful of letting that affect you and make you too prideful or shut off when it comes to connecting with others, especially if you genuinely want connection in your life. Now, the general advice for you, working through any defeatist thoughts or negative beliefs that could be telling you that things are just set in stone to be one way and that there's no way that you can shift your situation, okay? Especially with the Ten of Swords and the Death card, a lot of you do need to make adjustments in knowing that you're not in the same relationships that you were in the past. So the communication style, the way of approaching things is not necessary for where you're going, and allowing yourself to truly close that chapter in your life and heal and move to a more peaceful way of seeing things by just putting in the work, putting in the personal development work so that you don't have to experience those cycles ever again. And same thing in terms of career. If you do have a defeatist mindset around things changing in your career and you closing that chapter of just kind of hoping and wishing for things to get better, but they're actually getting better, it starts with you knowing that there's an opportunity for things to change and being willing to make those changes around how you spend money, how you show up in your career, being willing to make those adjustments in order to see things actually change. Now let's pull some final cards for you. What are the general messages for my Sagittarius that they need to hear? So we have commitment. Yes, this is a time where you need to be aware of what you're committing yourself to, what you're not committing yourself to that you need to be, and understanding what commitment entails. When you're committing to something, there's certain expectations that are expected of you with relationships, with businesses, with fitness, whatever you're committing yourself to, there are certain expectations to uphold, and it's important to be clear on what those are and if you can't uphold them, and being honest with yourself. Okay, it says partnerships formed at this time are harmonious and powerful. The commitment card also indicates the natural evolution of a relationship from its inception to a literal or metaphorical, marriage. At the very least, there is a promise of fulfillment in some form. However, you must be conscious of what you're committing to. Be clear about the nature of your commitment and your responsibility to it. Others are more willing to enter into partnership at this time. Remember that your partnership with spirit and even the highest version of your own self will engage the highest self in another. Okay, and then let's pull one more. We have encouragement. So yes, go to where the energy feels good and it feels uplifting. If you have people around you who are negative Nancys, who are enforcing this belief that it's difficult and that it's going to be hard for you to, transcend from where you're at now, be mindful of them. Okay, it says this card tells you that you're being gently encouraged to step into your power and into the dream of your life. New things are out there to be explored, and the nurturing power of the universe is giving you a nudge in the right direction. You will get the help you need and won't be alone in your quest. Every step you take right now is supported by the wisdom of the universe. You are on the right path. Keep going. So this is the messages I have for my Saggies. Thank you so much for your support. I hope that this message was helpful and did give you insight. Did enjoy, thumbs up the video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.